I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
We begin with breaking news.
Ma'am, come outside. You can't just go inside. This is a traffic stop. Back.
I understand the law better than you. Would you just
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the scene?
No. Get out of my house.
That is the Monroe County District Attorney on police body camera video after she failed to pull over for speeding. Instead of pulling over for the officer, Dorley admits she kept driving and called the Webster police chief. She continued to drive until she got to her home when the video shows she refused to comply with police officers' multiple commands and multiple times. And she called the chief again. Chief investigative reporter Berkeley Breen has been working on this story since he learned about it Wednesday night. He joins us now with that body cam video. So, Burke, what else does it show?
Nikki, it shows that the district attorney is very upset. It was Monday evening, and she blamed it on a long day dealing with multiple murders from the weekend. But it also shows that she refused to listen to police commands over and over again, and she mentions her position again and again. And when you hear her name, say the name Dennis, that is the Webster police chief. And when you see Sandra Dorley on the phone, she's calling the chief.
Sorry, I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Okay.
So you can call Dennis.
Can you please come over here? You're on this is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay. I'm telling you why I stopped you. You didn't stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually. I was on the phone.
Okay. Well, you're not supposed to be on the phone while you're driving either.
Yes, I am with the hands-free. Absolutely.
Okay. Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
Can you please tell him to leave me alone? It's
Officer Christofoli. Can you stay over here, ma'am? This is a traffic. This is a legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
No, this is my lunch. Would you talk to Dennis?
What is the reason you're so against what I'm doing? I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA of Monroe County.
So we are still going through 4 separate files of body camera video. I'm going to show you some new clips in 1 hour. We offered the district attorney a chance to talk this morning. At the time, her office said she stands by the statement, which is posted at WHEC.com. Dorley did plead guilty to the speeding ticket the very next day. Nikki?
All right. And, of course, you can see all this right now on our website, WHEC.com. Thank you, Burke.
Big fucking yikes. Oh, my goodness. Hey, guys. It's your girl, Kelly, and we're back with another video. If you guys are new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. It's a free way to help me out by subscribing, and I think you would enjoy it if you are into true crime stories, news, politics, and so much more. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being a friend. Please interact with the video. Give it a like, comment, whatever you can do. It'll help me out, the interaction, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank everyone for watching this video. So we're going to get into this story because this is an absolute shit show. This is a fiasco, if I ever knew a fiasco, okay? This woman showed her whole entire ass, okay, to everyone and their mom on Twitter and, you know, God and anyone else by just making an utter spectacle of herself and her position as the Monroe County DA out of New York State, okay? She is now facing major criticism, and it's turned into a real debacle, okay? And it's a very hot, stinky mess. So we're going to get into the body cam footage, and you know, I had thoughts about this immediately. It's very much a knee-jerk reaction when you see people act like this. You know, when you see somebody in a position of power so blatantly using their power and being so disrespectful, being a real bitch, if you will, it does something to you. You know, you have this innate anger that comes up, and you know, it really puts into perspective how much a lot of these politicians out here who are elected to serve constituents, to serve us, we the people, and they really just have disdain, and they don't like us. They hate us, in fact. They think they're better than us. But, you know, there is more to this story, because now people of Monroe County are in a real pickle because they have this woman who seems like a complete disaster. As their DA, who's obviously very much got an attitude and a bitch stick up her ass. But at the same time, from what I'm reading online and on Twitter, a lot of people are giving pause due to the fact that this is New York State we're talking about. And apparently she is a good, quote unquote, DA, if you can say that, in that she's not a progressive lunatic, and she actually prosecutes crime, just not her own. So we're going to get into the body cam footage, and we're going to talk about it, y'all.
Sorry, I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Oh, she doesn't care. She's the DA. Hello.
Okay.
So you can call Dennis.
Can you please come over here? No. This is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay, I'm telling you why I stopped you. You didn't stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually. I was on the phone.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to be on the phone while you're driving either.
Yes, I am, with the hands-free, absolutely.
Oh, she is sassy.
Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
Can you please tell him to leave me alone?
Girl, not you calling in favors.
Officer Christopher, can you stay over here, ma'am? This is a traffic. This is a legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
No, this is my lunch. Would you talk to Dennis?
What's your lunch?
This is ridiculous.
Is it really?
Hello, sir.
So I just want to point out right off the bat, you know, this is a visceral feeling for me of just utter. I mean, these people were really, they'll get you, okay? They'll get you going. They'll get you worked up. If you're somebody like me who, you know, listen, this woman's a bitch, okay? Anybody else would have been in handcuffs on the ground by now. So let's start with that. So she's already getting special treatment, and she has basically fled from the police, okay? That's what it is. That's what she did. She didn't stop when the lights and sirens were initiated, led the cops back to her home, pulled into the garage, and still is, you know, having an attitude and a tizzy over being stopped in general, and is walking in and out of her house, doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. She's calling in favors from the sheriff, okay, using her position right off the bat to try to get this cop to just go away. She just wants to swat him away, you know. Anybody else would have been arrested already. So what is that? I just want to know, is that what happens with people in like a mild position of power, like a DA or let's say a mayor or, you know, a city council member? Because I've seen other videos like this where it does seem like that is the case. If you have a little bit of pull within your city ranks, it seems like you can throw your weight around a bit and tell the cops what it is. Tell them what's what. And I really don't like that. And I don't think I'm alone in saying that.
Good. Ma'am, can you please stay at the back? This is legal traffic stop.
And so
can
she's
you
giving
please stay
him
over
her
here?
phone with the sheriff on the line.
Get your little guy out of here.
Sir, I stopped her for going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
On Phillips Road.
And
Coming
she
home from
failed
work.
to stop. She drove all the way back home and parked in her garage. And now she's not complying with any of my commands. Ma'am, do not go inside.
Look at her. Hello, ma'am.
Yep.
What would you do, Miss Lady?
All right. Ma'am, come outside. You can't just go inside. This is a traffic stop. Here's your phone back.
I understand the law better than you. Would you just
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the scene?
No.
Also,
get out of my fucking house.
Oh, get out of my phone. Watch your mouth, lady. Okay? First of all, you got a dirty mouth. You need to wash it out with soap. Second of all, she still has yet to produce any form of identification, okay? Any insurance paperwork, any registration paperwork, nothing. She's, basically treating this man like he's a second-class citizen, which is how she thinks of everyone who's beneath her, who she thinks is everyone, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. And, this woman is a Republican, and when it's hard to say that, like, that made a little bit of a difference in my mind. It did, only because if this woman were to resign, Kathy Hochul, who is the governor of New York State, who is god-awful, progressive, unelected lunatic. The only reason why she was reelected is because people are so crazy up there that they just can't fathom, like, sanity or law and order or anything like that. But she would be the one to appoint somebody into this woman's position. So I do feel for the people of Monroe County, in that this woman has now put everyone in that county in jeopardy by acting the complete and utter asshole. But it's just so disgusting, her behavior, and the fact that she's being given this extremely special treatment, and that she thinks that she can bestow upon herself these privileges, this ability to be above the law. It's truly befuddling.
I don't know why you're acting like this towards me.
Because
Can you please go to the back of the vehicle?
I'm not going to. I'm home. Okay, 55.
I don't care if you got home. You were supposed to stop at Phillips Road when I pulled you over. When my lights were initiated.
I didn't know you were stopping me. There was lots of other people.
Girl, you're a liar.
I was right behind you.
The lies.
Yeah, there were other people on the road too.
Okay,
Oh,
I
you
was
don't say.
directly behind you.
I'm not dealing with you right now.
Can you please
Are
step
you not?
over here?
I'm not going to.
Pretty sure you are dealing with him right now.
What is the reason you're so against what I'm doing? I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, let me get you my badge.
The
I am
with a
the
capital
DA in
THE. Okay. HBIC, if you will.
Just don't
Ma'am.
understand the hostility towards me. I'm doing my job.
Let's forget the fact that she could be
How am I
anybody.
being an asshole?
I am the DA in Monroe
She could have
County.
murdered
I
the real
understand
DA.
that, but
and
that
this
doesn't
could be an
give you a
imposter.
right
And
to
I
go
was the-
55 and a 35.
And we wouldn't
And you even
know.
admitted to me that you went 50. I understand
really
that,
care.
ma'am.
She's got a badge.
I understand that.
You know what? If you
She's
give
got
me
a badge and she knows how to use it.
I'm
Okay.
the one who prosecutes it, okay? Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just don't understand the hostility. I
don't
understand
know.
you're coming home from work.
And half the time I was on the phone with Dennis, telling him, why are you pulling me over?
Oh, wow.
You're not even supposed to be on the phone to begin with. You
Oh,
should
yes.
know that.
I'm hands-free? Absolutely.
right.
Okay.
You should know the law.
Okay?
Girl,
If it is hands-free,
are you okay?
that's great. But at the end of the day, you're going 55 and a 35. That's 20
Okay.
miles over the speed limit.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. You know what I've been dealing with all day? 3
We don't
murders
care.
in the city. And do you think
Yeah,
I
we
really
don't
care
care.
if I was going 20 miles over the speed
Is that
limit?
okay? So
I'm just doing my
I would
job.
get
If
in
you
front
pull...
So guys, next time you all are pulled over, okay, just tell the police. Do you know what I've been dealing with? Okay, people were murdered in this city over the weekend, or over the last X amount of days, and I've been dealing with that. I have been dealing with life problems that I chose as a job to take on. Forget the fact that I'm the DA and I am used to prosecuting these sorts of things. I've been dealing with them. It is my job, but I have been dealing with my job. And so this means I don't really need to be dealing with you as a law enforcement agent. And, you can just piss off pretty much. And I don't need your ticket, and you can wipe your ass with your speeding ticket, because I'm not going to stand for it. I've been dealing with life. Okay? It's a lot to take on. And if he needs a reference point, just point him right over to this lady right here. Just say, well, if she can do it, why can't I? Everyone should be accountable. Everyone's equal, right? Aren't we all equal under the law? Ma'am? Miss DA, the DA, can you please?
If you pulled over when you saw my lights, which obviously you did.
I thought you were going somewhere else because I thought no
girl.
one would ever pull a black SUV if you ran my plates.
I didn't
Never
run your
pull
plate.
the
I just
DA
called your
over.
plate out. And then
She
I'm
could be
following you
murdering
because you're
someone.
not stopping. So I had to take the air from dispatch.
Just please.
953. You can have the air back, by the way. Just come outside over here.
No, I'm not going outside.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you just to leave.
Oh my God, hello.
Well, I'm having a supervisor come because that's what my chief told me to do.
Girl. You're ridiculous, ma'am.
Do you have your driver's license?
I can't imagine how
I just
embarrassed she
showed
is.
you my driver's
You show me your badge.
Some people are saying she looks drunk.
With EMS, a 14-year-old having a seizure, 200 East River Road, apartment 200 on the third
Because
floor.
I was going 55 up Phillips Road.
10-4, you can show me Juliet.
Yeah, you were
And I was
speeding.
She's part of it. She's a DA.
Yep, I know.
And I was
Becky,
just trying to
Becky?
pull into my driveway. I was on the phone with Dennis Kohlmeyer saying, would you please
Can you
tell the
please
person
stop
to
name
follow
dropping,
me
ma'am?
that
You're
I'm
not
just
special.
almost home.
Ma'am, I understand you were going home, but I started my lights back at Phillips Road.
Hey, on Phillips Road, yes,
Yes.
you did, and there were other cars.
I was right behind you, directly behind you.
Just plain dumb, dude. So funny.
At the end,
Go ahead, like,
listen.
you wanna,
At the
like
end
I
of the
said,
day,
go ahead if you want to write me a traffic ticket. That's fine.
okay. At the end of the day,
So if you
at the
didn't
end of the day,
care
I
about
was
the
stopping
ticket,
you for
ma'am,
speed. If you didn't
ma'am, if you didn't care about the ticket, why not just stop then and act like everybody else? Okay, why this whole act? I literally don't know what she's going through. I mean, it can only be attributed to like a mental break, because in what world would you think that this was the move? Okay, and did you think that this would not get released? Which I will say, it is very odd and very suspicious that this was so immediately released. Like, it was within a matter of days that this has turned into a national story. And that is a bit peculiar. And I do happen to think that there's probably some, there's probably some people at work behind the scenes who saw this and ran with it and took it as, a golden opportunity. But she wouldn't have had that problem had she not acted the way that she acted. So it's really, at the end of the day, no one to blame here but herself. But nevertheless, it's infuriating when these people give the people, they're trying to do a good, they're so say her, she's trying to do a good job, be a good DA, prosecute criminals, put them away, be the good guy, but yet here you are acting like this. And you give your opponents, your enemies, people who would seek to try to ruin the country, the ammo that they need to take you down, ma'am. And so it's just piss poor activity from people who are supposed to be, more mature and a little bit more adult than that. And I get it. Like, we all have our days. We all have our issues. I don't think that people should be writing people off, especially as conservatives. Like, people go through things, there's plenty. Listen, I used to be doing all kinds of stuff. Okay. Like, I'm not an angel. I'm not a perfect person by any means. I've reformed myself a lot over these years of my adulthood, but so I don't write people off just because of past mistakes that they made or past crimes. But my point is, like, these types of positions of power, don't take them on. And if you're not ready to act accordingly, if you're not ready to hold yourself to a higher standard and fight in that position that you're in, because look at the type of shit that happens, okay? So many things working against the good people of this country, that it's infuriating to see this sort of thing over a traffic speeding ticket. It's ridiculous.
Bad day. I've been dealing with murders.
And I get
in the
it.
city
And I
all
get
the-
it. We have bad
I'm
days
sorry,
also,
I'm
ma'am.
I'm sorry.
We have bad days also.
My license back?
I'm gonna just add it to the job real quick.
Okay, you want me to do it?
Why
You
is
can
it
just
always a
go
lady
and
cop
actually
that-
add it. You don't have to use the air.
They always show up and just do nothing.
At the end of the day, I was just making a traffic stop, doing my job, what I was supposed to do.
Well, fine. Thank you.
Okay?
Oh, you're funny now?
So now, supervisor's on his way, and then we'll go
Which
from there.
supervisor's coming over here?
Huh?
Who?
Sergeant Johnson. I understand you had it. Like, I get it. We all have bad days at work.
And I'm going to go in the house. Seriously, this is ridiculous.
No, this is a traffic stop, and you, out of everyone, should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the fucking ticket. Really
I told you to watch your mouth, you little whore.
Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
because I'm the one that's going to prosecute myself. You know what I'll do with the ticket?
What are you gonna do with the ticket, ma'am?
Just come out here for me and just
You know,
stand.
that little laugh at the end really made it seem like you were just gonna like wipe your ass with the ticket, which is probably what she would have done had she not been, you know, caught up in the shame of this entire incident, and she probably, you know, came to her senses either that night or the next morning and realized, oh shit, I kind of shit the bed. And so she did end up, you know, the very next day pleading guilty and paying the ticket or whatever. But it's like, I don't think that was your initial intention, ma'am. That little nefarious laugh, it seemed like you were going to rip that ticket right up and feed it to your dog. But I don't know.
And then we'll go from there.
Oh, come on. Just...
this is what my chief wants. That's at the end of the day, you called him. I spoke to him on your phone, and this is what he wants.
I'm going to call him again. Seriously.
Girl, leave him alone, please. He's got a family.
It's like, is it Brian Abrams?
What?
Seriously? There's 3 officers here already, and I'm waiting for supervisor.
You guys can go.
Girl, the
You
chief
guys go.
don't want to
I'll
help
wait
you,
here
girl.
Wait for Sarge or LT.
What does
Sounds
she
like LT's
expect?
coming now.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit on Phillips.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I just figured I'd drive to my...
20 miles per hour? I was only going 20 miles per hour over. God. Sue me. I was only 2 times over the legal limit. I only blew through 2 stop signs.
It's a big black SUV.
Girl, no one cares. You know how many people drive big black SUVs? Lots of them. You got special exempt plates from being held accountable that I don't know about? You kook? What a douche.
She was going 55 and 35 on Phillips. She didn't stop at all. She decided to drive home, called the chief, and this is where we're at. She's admitted multiple times to me. So I attempted to stop her on Phillips Road, going 55 and a 35. Didn't see the plate. I was just keeping an eye on the vehicle because she wasn't stopping. Drove all the way here, pulled into her garage, got out, was just being aggressive towards me for no reason. I was being respectful, telling her this is a legal traffic stop, come to the back of the vehicle. No. Then she called chief, then that's why I requested a supervisor. And now she wanted to go inside, told her no, you can't go inside, and this is where we're at. So
what are you stopping her for?
going 55 and 35 on Phillips. She didn't stop at all. She decided to drive home, called the chief, and this is where we're at.
Well, I know it's getting to be a big deal. Jeff's here, so let Jeff take care of it. All right, bye.
Hi.
Hi, I'll talk to Jeff. Jeff!
Okay.
I was just on the phone with the chief.
Okay. I'm the supervisor with her right now, so.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't want to pull over on Phillips Road. It was just, I figured I'd just pull into my driveway.
Okay. Well,
And I called Dennis and I said,
okay.
That's me that they're trying to stop.
Okay.
So that's the end of story.
Okay, but you should know better, right?
I was speeding. I know that.
Okay, so why didn't you just stop like you're supposed to?
Because I didn't feel like stopping on Phillips Road at 5:30.
That's not your choice. You know that.
Well, I made it my choice.
Okay, well, now you made it a bigger deal than it needed to be.
It's a really bigger deal. And when people start coming, it's a much bigger deal.
Well, you caused that, Sandra. Well, what do you want us to do? Not do our job because it's you?
No, it's fine. I said, write me a ticket. But I was just saying.
That's not what you said, actually. Actually, that's
Okay,
not what you
well,
said.
you broke another law because of that, right? And you should know better. That's not a traffic ticket. That's an arrestable offense, Sandra. You know this. Why would you not just pull over? You made it a bigger deal than it needed to be. And you knew why you were getting stopped, clearly.
Clearly.
He could have stopped you, had a conversation with you, and been done with it. But now you made it this whole big deal. For no reason. Did you provide him your license and registration?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
You have her ID?
I gave it back to her. It's attached to the job and everything.
Okay.
I didn't want to stop at Phillips Road. I was right down the street. I figured I will just stop in my driveway.
That's not
what
how
I
this
figured.
works, ma'am.
I thought it would be easier.
No, you didn't. You're an indignant little
Apparently I was
bitch.
wrong.
Yeah, well, that was not the right choice.
I mean, you know the deal. If he would have stopped you there on Phillips and then talked to you before you were speeding.
Still rolling, so.
Yeah, you, I mean, it's your traffic stop. I'm not going to tell you how to handle it. Do what you feel is necessary.
I say arrest her. What is going on out here? Is there like Attack of the Flies?
17, I can start for the unknown. 10 for all advice.
I explained to her, I mean, she knew exactly that she was going 55 in the 20, or 35. She even called the chief. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know.
Yeah, I know. I got a phone call right away, so.
I don't care if it's writing or speed, but it's being done with it, but technically it's a arrestable offense if she didn't stop.
Alright, well, you know, unfortunately, it's just compounds, and you get more cars coming. Everybody's coming to lights and siren trying to
Well,
figure out what's
I mean,
going on.
I was just saying neighbors.
You know what I'm saying? At the time, trying to stop you, got more cars coming in. He's calling for a supervisor.
I
And then the
mean,
supervisor
I
calls for a
just
supervisor.
assumed that when I pulled in that most of Webster PD knows I live here.
But we don't. We have probably, all three of these
Right.
officers probably been here at this job in Webster,
Yeah.
some of them less than a year.
Yeah, I mean, I was just
They
assuming that
just
you
don't.
all knew that I live here.
They don't.
Why does that matter?
They don't. So.
And why does it matter anyways? I mean, hello. Can somebody set this bitch straight? It doesn't matter where you live,
a lot of
who
us
you
have,
are, where you came from, what you've done. I mean, it does matter what you've done because you're a criminal. But I mean, I just assumed everyone knew who I am. You know, when I pulled in this house, he would just go away. Just go away. Oh, it's the DA's house. Let me move on. Let me just move to my next duty. Okay? Bitch, what do you think this is? This is so, I mean, it's so egregious. It's so outlandish. The fact that you would act this way. I mean, it's so gross. I mean, it just, there's really no excusing it. I mean, it's just indefensible, which is really sad because, like I said, from what I've been hearing on Twitter, she's not a bad DA in terms of the grand scheme of things. But this is horrifying, horrific behavior from somebody in that position. And she really, I can't imagine the shame and embarrassment she must feel because I'm embarrassed for her.
Everybody working today except for the sergeant has never been there.
Girl, please. You need to get some act right in you.
Are we all set with that?
Cuff the bitch.
What? Yeah, just give me 1 second. What's the?
Let's book her. They never would, though. I mean, to a certain extent, they are having the, you know, officers back, which is good because I've seen other circumstances like this where they haven't, and they will. The power will exceed the officer duty, but they need to set this lady straight. They really aren't doing that the way that they need to. Because she's not even anywhere near above the law, and she's not better than anyone. Not even by a long shot. She is just the same and should be treated as such. But it goes to show you that this is the power dynamic in our country.
Hello.
These people look out for themselves, and they're cronies. So you guys get it. I mean, there's more footage. I will link this article if you can see it all if you want to see it. But I mean, it's just different angles from different officers. There's a little bit more in each body cam footage, but the gist of it is this woman acted like a complete twat waffle and just made a complete fool of herself and is going to end up hurting her own county, her own position, and the public trust, as well as her reputation and her family and her, I mean, just pretty much the entire state of New York and the country. Okay? Congratulations, ma'am. You're a disgrace. So this happened on Monday, and this was a statement that was released on Thursday. On Monday, April 22nd, 2024, I was driving home following a busy day at work. I admit that I was not paying attention to my speed on Phillips Road in the town of Webster. Less than half a mile from my neighborhood, I noticed a Webster police car behind me. Once I realized that the intention of the car was to pull me over, I called the Webster police chief to inform him that I was not a threat and that I would speak to the officer at my house down the street. Again, if anyone else did that, immediately you'd be on the pavement, swallowing pavement, okay, with your hands behind your back, going to jail. Okay, so next time you get pulled over, guys, just call into the local PD, ask to talk to the chief, and say, hey, I'm not a threat. The officer can follow me home, okay? I'll talk to him there. And see how well that goes over for you guys. Okay, just try it, because I guarantee you it would not go well. So, again, if you didn't sense my sarcasm, don't do that. So she continues. The Webster police officer followed me to my house and issued me a speeding ticket for my speed of 55 and a 35. I acknowledged that I was speeding and I accepted the ticket. By 1 p.m. the following day, I pled guilty and sent the ticket to the Webster Town Court because I believe in accepting responsibility for my actions and had no intention of using my position to receive a benefit. But that's exactly what you did, Miss Lady. You used your position multiple ways, multiple times, and in multiple facets, okay? You used your position right off the bat. That was the first thing you did, was use your position to not have to pull over on the side of the road just like everyone else does. Every other regular, schmegular, degular person has to pull their ass right over or else they're going to get roundhoused and thrown to the ground. Okay, so you did use your position and you did receive multiple benefits. So it's just, this whole statement is a lack of self-awareness. It's just complete and utter gaslighting event. And it didn't help anybody. I don't know why she would even go this route, but she's standing on business. Okay. So she continues, and this is the end. Nobody, including your district attorney, is above the rule of law, even traffic laws. Weird, because it seemed like you thought that you were. Anybody who knows me understands without a doubt that I have dedicated my entire 33-year career to the safety of this community. My work to ensure the safety and respect of law enforcement is well proven time and time again. I stand by my work and stand by my commitment to the public safety of Monroe County. So, I don't believe any of that, ma'am. And so the City Council of Rochester, New York, has already sent a letter to Letitia James, who is just why, first of all, would you send her anything? She's a stupid bitch who is a political partisan witch who likes to prosecute people based on nothing. And I don't know, but apparently they're asking her to take some sort of, accountability issuing role on this other woman who, it's like the blind leading the blind. Okay. The corrupt leading the more corrupt. So I don't know what this is going to accomplish, but this is what the letter was right here, if you guys want to read it. And then again, so just what I've been seeing on Twitter from multiple different accounts that are following this and apparently are regularly updating about crime in this particular area, Rochester, Monroe County, stated on Twitter, here's the worst part for us, the citizens, because of what Sandra Dorley selfishly did. If she resigns, the clown in Albany, Kathy Hochul, will appoint some lunatic progressive DA to complete the total destruction of Rochester. And that's really the crux of the matter. That's really just the whole gist of it. Why this is so sad and so despicable and just so demoralizing. Because do better, Sandra. Just who acts like this? If this is the norm, if this is really, and some people are saying on Twitter, you want your DA to be bullish and you want your DA to be stubborn and hard-headed and this sort of assertive and kind of like bossy type person. And that's all fine and dandy and everything. In the court of law, bitch, you're on a traffic stop. We're supposed to have a society here. We're supposed to have rules that everyone's supposed to follow. Not just the people that you think. Rules for thee and not for me? Yeah, no. So I don't know, guys. I'm torn on this one. Not really. I'm really not torn. I think this woman's a disgrace. I guess if it was my choice of keeping her or having to, you know, bestow upon the people of Rochester, New York, an even worse option, like a progressive leftist who is appointed by Kathy Hochul, I would say keep fucking Sandra, the criminal, in the position, whatever, until they can vote in someone better. But she's still despicable, and she's not going to be treated seriously now. She's just made a mockery out of everything, and it's just really sad to see. But what do you guys think about it all? I want to know your thoughts. Please also like this video if you guys liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more like this. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later. Bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.